Thursday instead of Wednesday, and it's Wire Lady TV. This happens every week, usually Wednesdays. Today it's Thursday, and I'm going to be troubleshooting some designs for jewelry. So let me just get everybody up on the computer. As always, fumbling to find the right buttons. And here we go. It's going to be live. I'll turn down my sound. And if you're hopping on, introduce yourself in the comments. I think we're good. I got the sound down there. So I have one person on so far, I think. And yay, Jay's the first one on. Right on. That's awesome. So Jay, this is in your honor doing this DIY project. As I said before, there's Clarice. Hey Clarice. I'm not 100% sure this is gonna work out, but we're going to check it out because you had a really cool idea to do the adjustable, interchangeable glass pendants, and I thought it was a fantastic idea. So I actually went downtown to my wholesaler to get some supplies, and I had one idea to use like a little magnetic closure, but they didn't really have anything that was appropriate or anything that was discreet enough. So I went ahead and just bought some wires and stuff. So here's all my sketches, as usual, for all like the ideas of things that I had, you know, found some ideas online and then had some of my own ideas and stuff. So we're gonna look at those, and I'm just gonna check. We have Stacy here. Hey Stacy. And as I think I'm gonna just get started, I'm gonna flip the screen around. We're gonna have a look, and then after I'll hop back on and talk to you guys. And as always, if I don't have time to answer questions and chat with you guys, please talk amongst yourselves. I think that's really awesome when you do that. And there's Joanna. Hey, Joanna. So I'm going to flip the screen. You're going to basement and all my stuff. So we're just going to bring this up here. I'm going to make sure it's centered. Pretty all down. Just looked online and I saw one like this really cool. I think, Jay, I sent you the... Oh. No, is it buffering? Please don't buffer, guys. Tell me, doing little funny circles here. So just let me know if you could still see me on your end. And these are the sketches for all the different designs that I have. It's spotty. Okay, so we're going to just keep our fingers crossed. And if this doesn't work, I'm not sure what we're going to do. I can try again on my other software, or in the worst case, I could even go live in the Facebook group. So let's just have a look and see what's going to happen. I'm going to just explain some of these, and you guys tell me if I shut out or not, because I'm hoping we're going to be okay with this. So these are all the little sketches, and these are ones that I made this afternoon. So let me know, let me know in the comments if you guys can still hear me, because I'm not 100% sure that you can. And if you can't, I'm going to hop over to Facebook. And what I could probably do is save a video on Facebook. It's clear now? Okay, yes. Awesome. Okay, thank you. So these actually are really cool, these two here. And I'm not going to do the tutorial for these ones because they actually took a long time to do. And so, but this is interesting because this is tiger tail, and then this one is made with stretch magic. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of stretch magic, but it's basically this plastic cord that you can buy. And then what I did was I used crimps to kind of crimp it together. And it's actually really interesting because I saw a design online. I'm just bringing my light a little closer. I saw a design online for macrame pendants with interchangeable glass things. So you guys can definitely Google that, and maybe I'll put a link in the description. But basically what it is I started with a crimp. I put in 4 strands of the stretch magic, and then I just kind of like a basket, just went back and forth like that. There's Claudia. Hey Claudia, how are you? So, and then what I did is this is another little crimp here. These are oversized crimps. They're about 3 millimeters. And so you'll see this is really solid in here. And all you have to do is just pull this up, and then you can actually take the glass, or this is a stone actually. So you can take the stone out. So it actually looks, yeah, it's like a stretchy net. Exactly. So that's kind of funky. So I did that. So that's with the elastic. And then with this one, it's actually tiger tail. So it looks more like wire. I thought about doing it in wire, but the trouble with wire is when you bend it back and forth too much, it can actually snap. So I didn't want to do that. But this is the same idea as the basket, but it's with a tiger tail. So it looks like wire, but it's not stretchy. So then you take that out and then you can replace it with another glass. So that is really, really cool. So, sorry you're late. No problem, Claudia. We're just getting started. So we're going to try to make some interchangeable pendants. So what I thought I'd do first is start with these big glass globules. And what I usually do is I actually usually make a groove in the side of these to put the wire around the outside. But I thought what I would try to do is make some kind of structure that we could put around the outside to hold it in place, but have it in a way that you can open and close it. So for that, and if it doesn't work, guys, I 100% apologize right now, but on these live streams, I really like to just wing it. So we're going to see if it's going to work, and you guys, please give me any feedback if you think of something else that might work better. But I think for this, what we'll do is start with 3 pieces of wire. So I have a 20 gauge wire that we're going to cut. I always cut too much than too little because I really don't want to not have enough wire. And what I'm going to do is, what I forgot to bring was a round form. So I'm going to just take the lid of my water bottle because I forgot to bring down, I usually bring the ring form to do my round circles with. So I'm just going to bring this. And what we want to do is just form a bit of a circle around the bottom. So we're just going to go ahead and form a bit of a circle. Of course, I'm dripping water all over the table now, but hey, that's how we roll here. We kind of improvise, and it works sometimes and sometimes it doesn't. But the idea is to get like a round form. I usually use my regular ring form for that, and I just don't happen to have it downstairs. So, and these glass baubles, what you would want to get them are more or less the same size. These ones aren't exactly the same size because I didn't really buy them with this project in mind, but I thought it would be cool just to try them like that. So I think just looking at my sketches, what I want to do is you want to start by attaching these 3 together to make sure they're kind of fixed at the bottom. So let's just straighten these wires up a little bit. And then this one too, we can straighten them up a bit. And if you guys are interested in that other project with the kind of the basket weave, I could definitely do a tutorial for that one. And I might even, you know, if it comes to that, just go ahead and do that today. If these ones don't work out, I might go ahead and do that project today. So we're gonna see. So what I want to do with this is just get another piece of wire to wrap around the bottom, because we want to hold it in place. And you probably could use a thinner wire for this, but I'm going to just go with what I have right now. So we want to fix it at the bottom. So we'll want to do like a little bit of a spring. The other idea I had was that maybe we could do something that kind of opens and closes like a hinge. But I think for now, I just want to get these 3 wires lined up together. So I'll just put like a little bit of a, maybe I'm going to wind it around about, say, 4 times here like this. Okay, and I actually don't have a lot of practice weaving the wire. I've noticed that a lot of people in the Facebook group are very adept at doing that wire weaving stuff, which is great. And I think a lot of you guys have a lot more patience than I do, because I tend to go with projects that are much quicker. I don't really like the labor-intensive ones because I just, I don't know, I have a very short attention span, so I always like to go on to the next project. So I think the idea would be you want to fix it at the bottom, but then you want to have, like this will go here, but then you need some that are going to, like some wire that's going to go to the front and to the back to hold it in place. So if we just kind of like pull this one out, I don't know if you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm just going to pull it out like at a bit of an angle like that. If we pull this one out and then the other one kind of out at a right angle. I'm going to do my best to keep my hands centered here. There we go. My first thought was something like a buckle. Yes. Yeah. I should have posted my latest method. Oh, latest method for what? For doing this kind of pendant? Yeah, I'd be curious to see it. So yeah, so if we have like this kind of spring thing going here, let's see what we could do, because I think what we're going to have to do is actually bring one of these here and see how it's going to work. So if we did something like this, and you want, this is going to have to come out a little bit like that and just kind of form, I don't know, like kind of maybe do like a little loopy thing like that might work. Like if you do like a little kind of loopy thing, but not too much, because you want the glass to show as well. But if we do something like that, let's try it. Let's just try it, because, you know, that's why we're here. We're just here to troubleshoot it. So we're just going to go around like that. We just did like a little loop, okay, like that. And then you want to do the same thing on the other side. Okay, so we're going to get that one back in here and do like another little loop. And the thing about making the prototypes is it's just a good exercise in knowing what works and what doesn't work. And that's what happened when I made the basket ones. You know, it worked actually pretty well on the first shot. I did it ahead of time because I wasn't sure if it was going to work. So, but yeah, so we have like a little bit of loopy thing going on here. And then maybe what we'd want to do is just continue with that and have a loopy thing at the top. So this is just like super freeform. I don't know if it's going to work. I know I had posted on the Facebook page a link to actually someone that sells a tutorial on Etsy, but I think we could figure it out without buying a tutorial. So we'll see. But I don't think I've seen any other tutorials like this on YouTube. So see what I've done? I've done like a loop, twisted it around twice, and now I'm going to do another little loop. Okay, kind of looking the same as that. Maybe these loops don't have to be that big, but I'm just going to go ahead and make them big enough so that the glass piece is not going to fall out, because we don't want it falling out. So let's just get our glass piece again. This one could be a medium-sized one. So this is the idea. So we want it to be, we have a comment, allow patience with wireform to be imagined. It's fireness. Okay. I can't read. I like your comment, but I'm having trouble deciphering it. So I'll have to go back to some of the comments later. So see what we have? We have like this type of thing right this. So Jay says, remember the glued back-to-back reversible glass, so the groove is built in. I'll post. Oh, okay. Yeah, so I definitely, like I said, I usually do put grooves in these glass, but the thing is, if we want it removable, the groove is not going to do any good whatsoever, because it's going to get stuck in there. So let's just go ahead and do this type of thing just to have like a base. And I think what I'm going to do is just go ahead and clip that off. This might be a mistake, but hey, let's just try it. I can always add a wire after. So I'm just going to go ahead, twist these ends around, clip them off like that. And then now the thing is, we have to do the back, right? So let's just make sure it's going to fit on here. And then what are we going to do with the back? So let's flip it over like this. And Brandy says, hi everyone. Hi Brandy, how are you? So we're going to flip this over, and then we want to form this one around the back. Okay, like that. And I think we're going to have to do the same thing with this, because if we don't do the same thing, it's going to slide out the side. So let's go ahead and do a little loopy thing on the back with this as well. Yeah, the key is to get it fixed in a way that it's not going to come out. And then now, let's make quite a big loop on the back, because it's not going to show. Okay, so we're going to just go around like that. Okay. Do you see how I did more of a loop on the back? And then we're going to go ahead here, and we can either twist it below or above that other twist. So let's see what we can do about that. And there's Sharon. I forgot you were on tonight. Hey, Sharon. Thanks for hopping on. Yeah, little change of plans. Last night, I actually went downtown. Why did I go downtown? Oh, I went to the Comedy again downtown. We're a little bit obsessed with that. So we went to Comedy, and it was a nice day. So we decided to go. Actually, it was really cold. It was actually not as nice as I'm saying. It was freezing, but it wasn't snowing. So that's good. It's actually going to snow here tomorrow. So see, I'm twisting this around here again. So we have to do a full twist again. Okay, we're gonna go around like twice to twist it around again, like that. Okay, and then the same over here. So we want to make it more or less the same, at the same height and the same type of like shape there. And we're just kind of just making a setting really for the they call it a cabochon. So we're going to make a little setting for the glass and then see what we could do to make it so we can open it so it could be removable. So now what we want to do is we need to fold this. So we twist it around. So now we have to fold it back a bit. Okay, like that. Okay. Brandy says, started snowing tonight here in Columbus, Ohio. Wow, yeah, snow everywhere. I think I saw a video on Facebook that it snowed in somewhere in China as well. But yeah, I guess it just depends on what part of China. So there we go. So we have, do you see how this is kind of looking cool? It looks like a little setting there. And then we want to do the same. We'll just go on the back, do the same as what we did in the front, and just make these little loops again. And just to have a nice setting for the back. And like I said, your loops on the back can be a little bit more closed, okay? Although we need a little bit of give to be able to open and close this. So now we're going to twist this other end here like that. And I think, I don't know whether I want to cut this off or not. You know what? I think I'll go ahead and cut it off. It might be a mistake, but we're going to see. So we'll cut that end off. And then we're going to twist this end here and cut that one off and see what happens. Okay. This is just a regular wire I bought at Michael's. I don't know if you guys have near where you live. It's a pretty big chain. I think it's an American chain, but they have them in Canada as well. So we've got like a little thing going here. It's not perfectly, it's okay. So let's go ahead and slide in here. Okay, and like I said, if you want it interchangeable, you want to get these glass pieces that are all more or less the same size. This ended up being a little smaller than I would have liked, so I could have actually maybe even done it a little bigger, although it's not too bad. You don't want this to be too much covered up. So Sharon says, my son is in Dallas for work. He's probably going to end up staying there. Oh, okay, cool. Very nice. So here we go. So we're going to try to finish this off somehow. So now the question, how are we going to make it? I'm going to look at my sketches so you can open and close it, because I was thinking if we could do some kind of hook, or I guess the other thing you could do here, we're just going to form it a little bit up like this. Okay. And a little bit up like that. I should have maybe kept some of those other wires on there, because what we really want to be able to do is open this and close it like that. So one idea would be to actually get a bead. Let me see where I got one. This one's probably too big, but I was thinking you could get like a bead and just kind of stick it on there. But this one is going to go up and down, or a spring. Let me just see. I have a spring here, so maybe we can use that and put that on and put it down there. That would be another possibility, to put like a little spring on there. But the thing is, oh, actually that's not too bad. Yeah, see, like this little spring is kind of cool, but the question is, what is it going to stay? Probably if I had more strands sticking up, it would have stayed. And then, but the thing is, you're going to, if you do it that way, you're going to have enough give that you can lift it up to pull this piece out. So let's see what's going to happen. If we pull it out, yeah, you'd have to be able to push it up enough to get that out. Now, that was the other thing, Jay, that we talked about, is maybe just having a setting where you just pop it down in there. But the thing is, you really don't want it to fall out. You see, like this is kind of cool. It's got a thing that goes up and down, but I'm not quite sure that's going to work. And the other thing is, how are we going to hang it up? So let's see, because if you hang it up, let's just remove this for a minute. Okay, you know what? If this goes right on a necklace, we can almost just do the loops. That might be another idea too, is we just do some loops at the top. Let's just try that. So let's just go like this. And then the idea is these loops here are going to have to be big enough so they slide over the closing of your necklace. So it could work, but we're just going to have to see. So if we do like a few loops here and just bring it around like that, and then on this side too, if we do a few loops. Yeah, this is what you call like total troubleshooting and just playing around with it, because I'm not 100% sure how this is going to work, but we're just going to do a few loops here and see what's good. Because I noticed some of the ones that I saw online, they have like nice cool little spirals and stuff. So here's like a little spirally loop, and I will definitely keep working on this project to see, you know, what we can come up with that really is effective and what works. So here's one idea where you have this kind of thing like this. But what I'm wondering, this is kind of cool, but I'm wondering what can we do to make it super secure? Because like I was thinking maybe some kind of hook or something would be cool, but you'd want to, let me just see. Let's take the glass out for a sec. And I'm just gonna, you know, since I'm winging it, why don't I just keep winging it? So we're gonna see. So let's just try to twist this one around, I guess. We'll just twist it around. Okay, like that. And I'm gonna see if I can make some kind of hook. This one, I always like to do a nice finished piece. So let's just go ahead and twist this around just to finish it. Okay, we're going to twist that around and clip it. So one end, we've cut it. Okay, a zipper. Yeah, a zipper was good. I've actually seen zippers, like like high-end zipper type looking necklaces. Like if you look in some of these designer magazines, I get a lot of art magazines, so I've actually seen ads for jewelry that is like solid gold zipper type necklaces, which are pretty funny. But you know, anything becomes a trend. So see what I've done? I've closed that off. This one I've twisted it around, and now I'm gonna experiment with making like a little hook majiggy thing. But I'm trying to use as few little like extra pieces of wire as possible, because I don't want to have loose pieces and stuff. So see, this opens up. We can maybe make a little hook here, and so the hook would have to be about like this width, and then we would just take this like here, and then what I want to do is just bend it around. I don't know if you guys can see that. So I just bent it around like that. So that would be a kind of a hook type of thing. And we don't want it too cumbersome. So now I have to bend it back on itself, because you don't want like a sharp end showing. So I just kind of bent it back. I do have other tutorials. I think my video about making bracelets, I did some little hooks like this, and then we're going to pinch it. This wire maybe is a little fragile, so we just pinched it like, I'm going to see if you guys can see that. I made like a little hook. Okay, and then we want to bring it back on itself. So I'm going to hold it with my round pliers and bring it back. So I've actually made a kind of a hook here. And then the end, as always, you have to finish it off. So I'm going to twist around the end. Okay, and then cut the end. This is not at all what I thought it was going to be, but it's kind of cool. And that's the thing, when you're working under pressure, sometimes you come up with some cool stuff. So it looks pretty funky. Is it functional? We're going to find out. So let me clear away some of this stuff. Okay. And these are our glass pieces. I'll just keep the one glass piece. I'm going to move some of this stuff. So this is what I came up with. It's kind of a band. There's like a couple of loops to hold the thing in place. These would go right on your necklace wire, which I don't happen to have one handy, but actually I'm wearing one. I'm wearing a necklace but I don't know if it's going to fit over this. This is my bike necklace that I made 30 years ago, and I wear it all the time. So see what we have is if we could put it on here, I'm lost, but I love it. Clarice, you're hilarious. Yeah, I'm lost too, so that makes two of us. So here's the basket. Me too. That makes three of us. So now we have the hook like that of if you want to slide it on the necklace, we should be able to do this. That's why you want to make these loops really big. That's funny. You guys are hilarious and very patient. So there we go. So we have these loops like this. And what about a regular hook clasp lobster? Yeah, I've thought about that too, using like a lobster clasp or something. But like I said, you don't want it to be too cumbersome. So this way, it's all one piece of wire, and it should be pretty discreet. So let me just loosen up this hook a bit. So this is the crucial part, is having a little hook at the back to hold it in place. So let's see if it's going to work. So we're going to take our glass piece. We're going to open this up, because it does have a little bit of give, the nature of how it was made. And let me move these out of the way. We're going to take this glass and slide it right in between the settings. Probably you could make the settings, these setting wires, a little smaller if you wanted to, like if you find them a little not discreet enough. And then all you're going to really do is just push this in, and it's going to hook. Wow, it hooked in place. So there you go. So, oh, this is really cool. So it is hooked in place. This isn't opening up. It's pretty awesome. So, I'm losing the comments, guys. So let me just see. Oh, I see what you're doing now. Great. Yes, it works. I'm lost is about 75% of my thoughts while I play with my wire. Yeah, that's it. That's it. So it's cool. So it actually worked. For a first time, it's not too bad. And then we're going to take this hook, and probably this clasp is too big. But what you want to do is, maybe if you're making a set for people, to buy or as a gift, you want to get maybe a hook that's smaller, or make these loops larger. Probably you want to make these loops larger so they'll actually fit onto your thing. Because, like, you see, if I had a more discreet hook, I'll just take this off temporarily to show you guys. So if I had a clasp that was like only this big, I could easily stick that through, and that would be my necklace. So it's not too bad at all. It's really good. So yeah. So you know what? I think you could say that we kind of succeeded with that, which is pretty awesome. You could definitely do some tweaking with that, but I think it worked really well, and it's all made with wires, so that's pretty cool. And then the other thing I wanted to try quickly, I don't know if we'll have enough time, is to see these little basket ones. Maybe I'll try a quickie one like that to see. So the design's beautiful. Thank you. I can't believe it actually worked. So now what I want to do is, for these ones are made with crimps, and if you guys like them, I'll definitely do a tutorial for how to do those. For those people that just came on and didn't see earlier, they're like little baskets. This one's made with stretchy wire, and the idea is you can stick a stone inside. Of course, it's going to be harder to get it back in. It was really easy to take it out. But yeah, so that's not too bad. So the idea is you put it in the little basket, push it right in there, and then there's a crimp at the top that we just push it down. Patent pending, yes! You want to be my manager, Jay? You can help me out here. So here's this cool little design like this. And this one I love. I think it's so cool. So you know what? I'm going to definitely do a tutorial for that one. And the idea I was thinking is, I don't know if you can do it with regular wire, and because I was thinking the wire would be a little more fragile. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut a few pieces of the gold wire and see what I can do with them. And if it doesn't work, that's okay. I'm just going to give you an idea of how I started this design. So let's just get a couple of pieces. So I started, for the basket one, I started with 4 pieces of wire. So let's see if we can get 4 pieces of wire. And then we're going to want to I'm not going to use crimps for this one. I'm going to try something a little different, and I might not complete it, but I just wanted to see if it's going to work. So, because the idea for this one was you get 4 pieces of wire and you want to kind of twist them together. So I thought we'll just like take one of these wires and twist it around, like all the way around like that. Okay, one time. And then the idea is you want to, let's get that to the other side. Did I do that many wires? I think I did. So we're going to just kind of separate these. Yeah, so, and the idea would to be make something like a little basket type of thing. So yeah, so that was the idea. So basically what I did was I would put like, I'm going to see if it's going to work like this. I'm not sure if it's going to work or not, but because I put crimps, but you could probably just twist it like that. And then on the same on this side, just twist it, but leave a little bit of give to it. And then this one, let's see, then we're going to twist it like this. But the idea is you want to kind of hold the space. I don't know if you would have to like put it on some kind of form to hold the space, because the idea is you want to bring it up like to make kind of a basket thing. So I'm just kind of twisting the edges together, kind of like I did the spider webs thing, but you really have to kind of push it down and twist it around a little bit. And I think if you had something to, like a little form to put it on, it would work better. But I'm just kind of like maybe holding my finger, or maybe if we put it on the end of a Sharpie or something, you'd probably, or maybe just hold the stone in there. That might work too. If we just held the stone in there and kind of worked our way around it. Yeah, you definitely need something, I think, to hold in place. And we're just, actually this one you could make a fixed stone like this. And I'm pretty sure there's people that have put pieces like this in the Facebook group that are just kind of basket woven stones. Jay, maybe you did already, I'm not sure. So I saw a video for a dice in a wire cage. That sounds cool, kind of like the bird cage. And there's Laura. Hey, Laura. And Rebecca says, can you make a Dreamcatcher? Well, my mom used to make Dreamcatchers, and I actually wanted to do a Dreamcatcher, a collaboration with my friend Wes. So, because he has a parrot, and we were going to use his parrot's feathers to do a Dreamcatcher. So I don't know if he's still game on that, but he's got a YouTube channel too. He's the one that did a parody video of me making wire, which was pretty hilarious, actually. If you guys haven't seen that video, you should definitely see it. It was my friend Jay, now you've got stuck in my mind. It was Wes making fun of me making jewelry, so that was pretty funny. So see what I've done? I've done like a little basket thing here, but the idea is how do you do it in a way that it could be adjustable? So Jay's made Dreamcatchers in wire. Yeah, no, I used to make them, and I've made, I used to do them actually with kids in workshops, and that was really fun, but I haven't made them for a long time, but I'm pretty sure there's lots of tutorials online on how to do it. So see what I've done is just kind of like a little basket thing. It's very kind of haphazard and a little bit abstract, but so what you could do for that is just, keep twisting, and then when you want to cut off some edges, you probably could, or maybe what we would do is like bring half of them back together. Probably that would be the best thing. We'll bring half of them back together like this, okay, and then half on the other side, and then it would make like a little basket thing. So let me just twist this one. I don't know if you guys can see what I'm doing, but we're just going to twist this one, and then yeah, so we'll have half here, half there, and then it's sort of the idea is that you can kind of drop the stone into it, but then we also have to finish it off somehow. So we're just going to go like this. So what if we just twist all these ends together? I don't know if that's going to work. Let's just twist them all together. Let's see if that's going to work, because you don't want any really rough edges. That's the trick with the wire art, is you really have to find a way to finish your edges. So if I just do that, and oh, this side is twisting much better than the other side. The other side was a bit of a hot mess, but yeah, the other one got a little weird. But so that's the idea, like this. but now I think I've twisted it too much. So you want to be able to still open it. So we could use our marker for that. We could open it up a little bit like this. This is what you call the creative process because I'm just kind of winging it here. I followed Lan and Dreamcatcher tutorial. Cool. Yeah, and if you guys want to ever link up some of these tutorials in the Facebook group, please do. You know, I don't have any ambition to take on all of these projects. So if you guys know other people that make some wire art stuff that you want to share, I am totally open to that too. So whatever you guys want to share, as long as people aren't selling stuff in the Facebook group, I'm totally open to sharing like tutorials and stuff. So here's like a little funny little basket thing. It kind of looks like the thing that comes off a champagne cork at New Year's, but hey. So then it just fits in like that. And then the idea would be, I guess you would do the same thing and make some loops at the top again. I'm not quite sure. So we're going to see if that would work. So let's get the round pliers again. And let's try this again. So if we just do like the loop again like that, we'll just go around a couple of times. Okay. And also like have to finish the ends. We're just going to bend these ends around. Okay, I'll just bend them around once. Yeah, this one's getting a little cluttered with a lot of wires here, but it's just to try it out and see. So let's do the other side. Okay, we're just going to do another like loop. Make sure they're at the right height. Yeah, they should be more or less at the right height, like that. Okay, and do a complete twist around like that. And then this one, I don't know if it's going to be as easy to do the hook on there, but yeah, so that would be kind of like that. So it's not as beautiful as the last one by any means, but maybe what we could do, because now there's too many ends on there, I'm going to cut off 3 of the ends and just make a hook with one of the ends, because otherwise it's just going to be too much wire. So if we, yeah, we're going to have to cut this one a little bit more too. So now what you could do is just with one of the ends is make your little hook like that. And we could have probably done it a little bit lower, but so let's just go ahead and make like a little hook. The wire might be a little bit thin for this, but we're just gonna go. But I also like the idea of like using other hooks or other findings to attach it with as well. And the thing is, you just want to be careful if you're making this with wire that it doesn't bend back and forth too much, because wire can snap if you bend it back and forth too much. So this one's a little bit crazy, but there's the idea. It's sort of like got a little basket closing, and then for the hook, you can just hook it around and give it a little pinch, and then you have like this kind of funny little thing that goes on a pendant, and then you can squeeze this stuff in if you want. So yeah, this is the more artsy one, and then this is the more finished one. So let me bring this, I'm going to bring the camera down so you guys can see them a little closer. Here they are. So there we go. So here's the crazy little basket one, which I kind of whipped up, but it was just really to troubleshoot with the wire. This one worked well. It could be a little bit tighter, but that's the idea with the little hook that opens and closes. Here's the plastic Stretch Magic basket, and then this is the one with the tiger tail. So I'll definitely do you guys a video on how to do those ones. It'll be a more professional video, a little clearer and stuff. And but that was pretty cool. So let me flip the screen. I'm exhausted. What about you guys? That was crazy. That's what you call working under pressure. But it was fun, and I'd rather do the troubleshooting with you guys than, you know, all holed up in my studio and getting no feedback. So that was awesome. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks, Jay, for the idea. That's fantastic, and definitely share more pictures of your stuff in the Facebook group. Share any tutorials you guys want. If people are watching that aren't already a member of the group, it's called the Wire Art and Jewelry Makers Club on Facebook. And if you don't have Facebook, you can email me photos of your creations to info@heatherboydwire.com, and I'll post them in the community page. And Jay says you really knocked it out. Well, thank you so much, and thanks for the idea. I just love you guys in the group. I'm just having a great time with it. You guys give me lots of ideas and lots of motivation. And this weekend, what am I going to do? Oh, I might be making pineapple earrings for Saturday. I had a girl that requested an aloha a ring, and it made me think, oh, I should do some pineapple earrings, so I'm going to do that. Brandy says, thank you. Have a good night. Yeah, thanks so much, Brandy, and thank you everybody for hopping on. And we'll definitely see you in the Facebook page and see you Saturday with a new video. So have a great week, and we'll talk to you soon.